What's up, Aquarius? How are you guys doing? It is time to see how the energy is looking for you guys in the first week of December. My apologies for being so fucking late on this. This has been a heavy Mercury retrograde, dude. Any of you all who have been with me for any amount of time know I don't like being late for things. I'm a time freak. If I'm late for something, there is a genuine problem or a serious reason. So, we got to do it though. Anyway, if any of you are in need of a personal reading, the information is in the description of this video. All right, let's see how the energy's looking between Aquarius and the person they're dealing with. How's the energy looking? King of Pentacles reverse. That's becoming a pretty common energy to jump out this week for people. Very strange energy, too. Ooh, Moon card reversed. Death reversed. Lovers reversed. Oh. Okay. Well, we have two energies of reconciliation right here. Two of them. But we also have the Two of Wands indicating that a decision isn't really being made. I'm kind of feeling like this person just really does not think that you care about them. At least from their perspective, from the outside looking in, it looks like you are doing good where you are, and you would have no interest in talking to them about anything. What it looks like. It looks, yeah. Look, King of Cups reversed, King of Pentacles reversed, King of Swords upright. I almost want to say this person's a little bit intimidated by you, but I don't know if that's the word that I want to use. Can't really think of any other word that would describe that energy, though. You know, where it looks like you are doing good. Like you just do not care. Like you give no fucks whatsoever. And to try to approach you would kind of embarrass them a little bit. So they don't want to make it look like they are below you. Does that make sense? I guess you could call that intimidated. I guess. I guess so. I mean, we got every king in the tarot. King of Wands reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. King of Cups reversed. The only one in the upright is the King of Swords. That's you. That's you. Okay, well, this is kind of this is one of the most blah fucking spreads that I pulled in a minute. I think this person wants to talk to you, but they don't know whether or not it would be a good idea. They don't want to embarrass themselves. All right, well, let's just see how they feel about you. What are their intentions? Do they want to apologize to you? Are they trying to bring you back into their life? What do they want? Six of Pentacles reversed. So they're still very stuck on themselves. Still very one-sided. Still very, all about me. Very guarded as well. And it doesn't really look like much has changed. Not really. Oh man, what's the word for this energy? It's like, I don't think they want to be with you. They just want to be above you. Does this make any sense at all? They want to be above you. They don't like the thought that you could move on from this and let go of it. They don't like that thought. But they don't want to be with you either. They just want you to not move on from them. Does that make sense? I know it sounds so stupid, dude, but I don't know any other way to describe this. Ain't nothing changed about this person's energy at all. Nothing's changed at all. But yeah, they just don't want you to move on. That's it. Not so they can be with you, just because it would make them feel better about themselves. Could be an Aries for some of you. Okay. Codependent. I'm not digging up that fucking wormhole. And again, like I said, playing the victim. They're very, very stuck on themselves, very self centered, playing the victim. The type of person that would create a problem and then whine and pretend that they're the victim. That's what this person's energy looks like. I don't think anything has changed. I don't think so. Let's get the advice. What's the advice for Aquarius? Ace of Cups reversed. Well, even if you did attempt to reconnect with this person, a new start in love would probably not end up happening. Or if it did, it would be a very start quick, end quick type of situation. Just know this, they're not your problem anymore. I feel sorry for whoever has to deal with this person from this point moving forward. And you should too. If you are wanting communication, though, anytime soon, it's probably going to have to be you that initiates it. I'm not going to tell you to or not to do that. I will tell you, though, that nothing has changed. That's all I'm going to tell you. Nothing has changed. And there's about a 99% chance that nothing is going to change. I say 99% to be generous, just to be generous. So just know that going into it, because, I mean, as long as you know that going into it, I can respect that. You know how people get stuck in these on and off relationships? The part that drives you nuts is when they think something is going to magically change. You know, especially if you've already been on and off with them and they've shown you that they're not going to change. You know, if you go into it with the mindset of, I don't care how many times I have to go on and off with them, I'm willing to spend the rest of my life trying to be with this person. If that's your mindset, I respect that. Okay, cool. But if you think that after this person has already shown you who they are and what they're bringing to the table, many, 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 many times before, that Tinkerbell is going to fly down and shove pixie dust up their ass and make them change, it ain't happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. A person doesn't have to repeat the same thing very many times before you get the message that this is who you are, isn't it? So yeah, just know if you going into it, I wouldn't let my guard down either. I would not let my guard down. If I was you, I would make as much peace with the past as you possibly can before you even think about talking to this person. Just know that going into it. I know some of you are going to repeat the cycle with this person, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with repeating a cycle as long as you learn from it at some point, right? All right, let's see how it's looking between the singles and the person that you're interested in. Single Aquarians and your love interest. How's it looking? Anything good happening? Anything bad happening? Anything happening at all? Okay, Five of Cups reversed. Hmm. You're really, really trying to be optimistic here, but it's weighing on you very heavily. I think it's also getting to the point where people can tell if this is bothering you. People can tell that this is weighing on you. And look what just had to fall out on the floor. A lot of codependency energy in here. A whole lot. A whole lot. I really don't feel like digging that up and talking about that this morning, though. But yeah, it's kind of getting to a point where this is starting to weigh on you. And there's something in the back of your mind that's starting to question whether or not you can even trust this person. And I had to dig a little bit for this. Okay, so I don't want to scare you with this card, but the energy is building, and this is right around the corner if an energetic change doesn't happen here. Telling you, if this energy doesn't change course here soon, uh, it's going to blow up. It's going to erupt between the two of you. I think for a lot of you, the person that you're dealing with has a lot of past vibrational baggage. For some of you, could be a baby mama, baby daddy. Okay, well, let's see how they feel about you, Dan. What are their feelings and intentions? I think for some of you, this person really wants to take a break from dating or a break from relationships, at least. Yeah, it looks like they pretty much got their mind made up. They got their mind made up. So most of the time when somebody wants to take a break from dating or they're afraid to, get in a relationship, it's not the relationship that they're afraid of. They're afraid of getting hurt. They're afraid of things going horribly wrong, right? This person wants to be in control. They have a big ego, and a lot of unhealed trauma. And even if it was not an issue in regards to them being afraid of getting hurt, I think they're afraid of being vulnerable. That's another thing. I think there's a whole other side of this person that you do not know. And it would probably blow your mind. If you and this person were to actually make this official, in less than 2 months, you would see a totally different side of this person come out. Totally different. Completely different. They would turn in to a totally different person within 60 to 90 days. And they know this. They know that the person you think they are is not who they are. So now it's like, well, do I keep up this facade or do I let you see me for who I really am? And even if you wouldn't judge me for who I really am, you would know that I've been full of shit. It wouldn't take too terribly long for you to figure out that I've been being fake. So, yeah. Mm, let's just go ahead and get the advice. What's the advice? Six of Pentacles. Do, 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 do. Well, if you're wanting a love offer to be made, it's probably going to have to be you that initiates that. But if you have made your feelings known, if you have made your intentions known, if you have put an offer on the table and this person is still beating around the bush, start pulling back a little bit. Start pulling back a little bit. Now, I'm not talking about trying to manipulate the situation, but what you want to do is you want to see what this person wants. Seems like for the past like 3 or 4 signs I've read for, I've had to tell them this, that you let people do whatever they want. When you let them do what they want, they'll show you what they want. When they show you what they want, believe them. Believe them. Don't wait around for this person to conform to your imagination. When they show you what they want, believe them. So pull back. If I pull back away from you and you just let me pull back and you drift away. I don't have to let you drift away. Now, some of you may get stuck in this little trap. I know this isn't many of you, but I see a little bit of this energy in there where you pull back and now here they come. And then they pull back, right? Like while you're interested, they're brushing you off. But the minute you go to walk away, now all of a sudden they want you. And then when you say, okay, well, let's do this then, now they're pulling away again. And then when you say, all right, well, fuck you then, and you go to walk away, now they're chasing you. Push, pull, push, pull. Don't get stuck in a push pull dynamic for too long. Don't do that. Because what this person, if, and again, I know this isn't many of you, but I know it's a couple of you. I got a little bit of that push pull energy in here. What that's doing is first of all, it's teaching a person how to play with you, right? But it's feeding their ego. If they know that as long as they're pulling away, you're chasing after them, they don't want you to let go and move on. Actually, this kind of feels similar to the energy that we read in the first situation. They don't really want you to move on. They just want you to want them. And it doesn't take long for them to show you what they want. All they want is for you to chase them. They don't want to be with you. When that push pull energy happens like that, they're getting high off of you just wanting them. It's feeding their ego. Oh, and there's people out there like that. They don't want to be with you. They just don't want you to move on. Right? It validates their existence to have somebody chasing and begging and hoping and pleading. Makes them feel good. Oh, yeah, somebody wants me. Somebody wants me. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want me? And then when you say, never mind, fuck you. Well, maybe I'm not as badass as I thought I was then. Then they chase after you, reel you back in again, and then push back. Don't get stuck in that. Don't get stuck in a cycle at all. I wouldn't, I'm telling you, in the next 3 weeks, if this doesn't make a genuine energetic shift, I would not pull this energy into 2026. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's just talk generally for a second. If you're really wanting 2026 to be a year that's going to make any kind of change in your life, in any way, it doesn't matter. You're going to have to be willing to go into that year with it sucking ass. If I want a year from now to be looking back on 2026 being like, shit, yeah, man, this was an awesome year, I'm going to have to start it off grinding, doing things that hurt, doing things that are painful, doing things that suck. Especially if that's walking away from someone that it pains me to walk away from. Telling you. All right. Well, I feel like those were the messages that my Aquarius family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is all down here in the description. All right. I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.